Surprise, guys! I am back with another video on the same day. Hooray! I have good news for you and I have bad news for you. Both involve Henry Cavill. Now, the good news is Henry Cavill is returning as Superman. The bad news is he is leaving The Witcher. And that is, with every great thing comes sadness in between. Use that as a quote if you want. Alright, so, on today's video we're going to be looking at why is Henry Cavill leaving The Witcher? Alright, so let's get into this article. Alright, the big news this weekend for fantasy fans and Netflix subscribers is the departure of Henry Cavill from The Witcher, a show he once championed. Heck yes, he is the best live-action Geralt of Rivia of all time. Boo, yeah, and the TV show kind of introduced me to The Witcher a bit, so I haven't read the books or played any of the games, so don't criticize me. I will get to that someday. Alright. Cavill, a massive fan of the books and video games that inspired the Netflix show, seemed born to play the part of Geralt of Rivia. Heck yes! Which is interesting, given also he seems born to play the role of Clark Kent, Superman. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Alright, so, let's continue. It's to that role that he is now returning after Season 3 of The Witcher, handing the reins and white wig over to Liam Hemsworth in what can only be described as the most bizarre, most crushing recasting in modern memory. It looks like some people are commenting on Liam Hemsworth's performance as Geralt before he was even Geralt. I hope that Henry Cavill can, give Liam Hemsworth some of the Witcher books, have him play some of the Witcher games, and also have him watch seasons 1 through 3, so that way Liam Hemsworth can really get a feel for the character of Geralt of Rivia. Alright. As I noted previously, I don't think Netflix's The Witcher will survive this, and that's not a knock against Hemsworth, it's just too radical a change. It will be extremely jarring. Yeah, most fans would hate it at first, but Liam Hemsworth is not yet Geralt of Rivia, so yeah. Along with the rest of the Witcher fandom, I've been mulling over what could possibly cause Cavill to walk away from a dream project like this. The obvious answer, of course, is that he's returning to the DCU as the Man of Steel. Booyah, and that was the good news. Superman is a big deal, a time-consuming project, and one that likely pays better than The Witcher. I can understand that. I can understand. But news of his return to DC is very fresh. I wanted to make it official. I am back as Superman. Cavill posted it to Instagram on October 24th. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be rewarded. Yeah, yup, it will be very, very rewarded. Alright. This came alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's admission that he... hang on. Okay. Scrolling freaking issues. Okay. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's admission that he fought for years to bring Cavill back as Superman. "We fought for years to bring you back," Johnson wrote on Instagram a week later. "They always said no, but for producers Danny Garcia, Hiram Garcia, and myself, no was never an option. We can't intelligently and strategically build out our DC universe without the greatest superhero of all time, because for us, the fans will always come first." Boo, yeah, and Disney, take notes. The fans come first. They always do. Always. Alright. The timeline is a bit murky here, but Cavill's cameo in the mid-credits scene of Black Adam was only filmed a month ago. The Rock's part of the scene was shot first, and they edited it together in the hopes that Warner Brothers would approve of Cavill's return, which only happened when The Rock went behind then DCU chief Walter Hamada's back. We can assume that this all came together within the last 6 to 8 weeks. So when did Cavill decide to leave The Witcher? That's a big question that we may never know the answer to. We can only make an educated guess. His departure came alongside the news that Geralt had already been recast as Liam Hemsworth. We can safely assume that there was some period between Cavill telling Netflix he was stepping down and the decision to carry on with the series and recast Geralt. We can also safely assume that the casting took some time. I doubt they had Hemsworth in their back pocket at this point. If they did, then Cavill's decision to leave was known even earlier. Wow. Okay. Alright. All of this suggests, though doesn't prove that Cavill was planning to leave the role prior to getting the green light on Superman. Granted, the British actor had been hoping to return to the role for some time now, but it seems likely he was at least 1 foot out the Witcher door when the Superman news came down. The character means so much to me, Cavill said in a recent interview about the Man of Steel. It's been 5 years now, and never gave up hope. It's amazing to be here, now talking about it again. There is such a bright future ahead for the character. I'm so excited to tell a story with an enormously joyful Superman. Alright. This suggests to me that Cavill was already dissatisfied with the direction of the show before he was confirmed as Superman, and had likely already put in notice before being given the go-ahead at Warner Brothers DC. Cavill is a huge fan of The Witcher books and video games. This is important as the show drifted further and further away from the source material. Netflix, what are you doing? There were murmurings that Cavill was unhappy. Yeah, because he researched the source material. And Netflix is not going in the direction of that. And signs that the actor would like to hew closer to the character as he was originally written. A former writer-producer on the show recently publicly stated that some of his colleagues actively dislike the source material. Oh my god. If you don't like the source material, get out. Get the fuck out. Given what a huge fan of that source material Cavill is, it's not hard to put 2 and 2 together. So, here's my theory. Had Netflix put people in charge of the show who were as passionate and knowledgeable about the source material as Henry Cavill, he might not be leaving the role. In fact, had the writers and producers of The Witcher been superfans like Cavill, and hewed as close to the source material as possible with the screen adaptation, I'm willing to bet that Superman himself would not have been strong enough to pull Cavill away. This was a passion project, and one he'd earned a lot of brownie points for from fans. Boo. Yeah. Like, again, if you don't like the material that you're going to be filming the show on, just get out. It's nice to have fresh faces once in a while, like those who haven't read The Witcher, or at least read the source material, but if you have people that dislike the source material, then that's a fucking problem. That is a fucking problem within itself. Sure, Superman will take a lot of time, but actors find ways to work around busy schedules and multiple projects all the time. Walking away from The Witcher is, and this cannot be overstated, a very big deal. I think it's highly unlikely that Cavill would have walked away had the show steered closer to his vision of what a Witcher adaptation ought to be. In other words, I think it's both Superman and his dissatisfaction with the show's creators that led to this point. What a terrible shame. Yes, I completely agree that the writers and Henry Cavill were having disagreements about the direction of the show, and had Netflix had some writers that actually like the source material and the fresh faces like reading the material, playing the games, and watching the previous 2 seasons of The Witcher. If they had more of those people, then Cavill would stay as Geralt of Rivia. Yeah. Alright, so here's this about Rings of Power, the video. But
try YouTube Premium on us.
Crap. Okay, so that is it on the video. Subscribe if you're curious, and if we get to 30 subscribers, I will tell you the story of how I got started on YouTube. So obviously subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your thoughts, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.